So the next two things that we need to do, so as I said, there was a little bit of an offset with my mesh, with my geometry that wasn't quite on 0. So I changed that back to 0, and we obviously still have that symmetry not being perfect by that little offset, but it doesn't matter because we need to change those anyway. So right now we have them correct from the top. Let's just have a look from the front. That's F4. Again, let's go with H. And I apologize, it's very, very small. So we need to bring those ones up to coincide with our joints in the mesh. Okay, so let's just go to the joint one there. And that's all not what we want. We want to have the joint 4, I believe is what it is. And remember that the joint tool in its in doing nothing is simply moving. Okay, so we bring that up. Luckily we have the symmetry still on, which is fine. Is great for some, but not so great for others, but just leave it at that. Okay, so now bring them all up, roughly. Okay, so it doesn't need to be perfect because we'll figure that out later on. Now let's grab those guys, put them there, put them there. They're little things, so that's not really a big issue. And then the last ones there as well. If you want then to have the final end actually attaching to a vertex, you need in your snapping options, so left mouse click, leave it on, you can have vertex snap, and then it's going to snap onto some vertices into our scene. Now let's grab that one and put that there, and grab that one and put that there. And because we have stuff happening in 3D space, let's just have a look what kind of mess we just did, whether or not everything is still good or we're just in a total pickle. That actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, so we are good with that one. I'm pretty happy with that one. Now we need to fix those ones, and we obviously need to switch off our symmetry. So we switch off our symmetry, there's symmetry there, and we do none. And now we can actually modify those ones that have been left out a little bit from the symmetry because the mesh wasn't quite right. We can do the same here, do the same here, and hopefully nothing happened in the third dimension. Bring that here, bring that here, bring that here, and bring that here. And see how it snaps to the vertex. Now let's have a look again from the front view, F4. Give it a moment to think. And move over to the other side. And that looks actually pretty good. And we don't need to be prettier than that. The other thing that I want to show in this video is that currently we do not have a nice naming convention there. It is called join 1, 2, 3. And that might be a little bit confusing at one stage. So what we are going to do is we are going to name them left leg and right leg. So that's right leg 1, 2, and 3. So let's just find our, okay, so that's our right leg 1. So we grab those, and with shift click 1, oops, joint, sorry, command 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, we want them. So that's our entire leg starting from 1, 2, 3, sorry, that's one too many. 1, 2, 3. That's more like it. Oops, Control Z. So that's more like it, and that's not right either. Hang on a second. Let's collapse them all. So there's our problem there. So we go to File, and we go to Edit, and we go to, where is it? Hang on a second. Collapse all, where is it? Objects. Object, 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 expand object group, expand all group objects. Where is it? Somewhere here I was thinking, but I can't find it. Merge object. Somewhere there anyway, it's not there. So simulation, add layer, unfold all, there it is, unfold all. Right mouse click I did. So now they're all unfolded, all our little joints. So let's do that again. So we want that's there, and that's 1, 2, and the end. Okay, fantastic. So grab those 4. Then under tools, there's something called naming tool. You need to select them first, and we want to replace stuff. Okay, so the prefix is going to be, in our case, capital R for right, leg, and we call that number 1, underscore, and then we want to replace joint with J and T just to save some numbers. Okay, so here we go, and then we say replace, and now all of a sudden they're all right leg 1s, and then we go on with the rest of it. Okay, so this one then would be the left leg. Go again, remember those are recently used, so use the naming tool again. This time it's the left leg, capital L, and replace, and so forth and so on. You just do that until you come to the end, and that's all for this video.